Hello, core artisans. My name is Shonda, and welcome to my channel Under the Needle. So I'm here today because it's Thursday, and also I need some help. Um, so a few months ago, I signed up to go on a retreat with my local quilt guild. Right, I am a member of the Triangle Modern Quilt Guild. And I've been doing that for about 2.5 years. I started during COVID when the meetings were virtual. And even though the meetings were virtual, most times I still didn't attend. I did do a few of the, like they had like special events, like where there would be a teacher doing a Zoom meeting. I did a couple of those. And they would it would be like a quilter who designed a project and they're showing you how. It'd be like a workshop about how to do that quilt. I've done like two of those. But that's pretty much it. And I almost never go to the meetings. I barely know these people. But I decided to do this in-person quilt retreat, and I've never done an in-person quilt retreat before, ever. The only quilt retreats I've done two of them, and those are Gudrun's. The GE Designs ones are the ones that I've done before. I've never done an in-person one. The ones at GE Designs, we're home. They're virtual. That's number one. So there's no packing. There's no packing. And number two, she gives you three completely new projects to work on. And of course the fabric comes in that kit. So when you're on that retreat, everything is pretty much scheduled out for you. Now you do have the option to not do the projects that she's demoing. And there are people who avail themselves of that option, but the vast majority, probably 90% or more, do the new projects that she's kind of laid out. And everything is kind of regimented and scheduled. It's scheduled out. Like, we're going to start at this time and this is what we're going to do. This is our open sew period. Like there's an itinerary. And so it's pretty easy to, you kind of know, you always know what you're doing. Now for this actually starts tomorrow. The sewing room opens at noon, and then they need like an hour setup time, and then, we can come in and set up our machines. I kind of want to get there as close to setup as possible. I'm not sure exactly what time I'm leaving tomorrow because I don't know if Adrian is coming with me. I love that man, but his decision making is difficult for me because I am a quick decision maker, right? I don't wait till the last minute to decide on things. So for me, I would have known. I think it was kind of last minute when I told him about it because I didn't know if I was going to get a spot. I was actually on the wait list, and I didn't know if I was going to get a spot. So I told him about it. I think I got a spot a few weeks ago, and I think I told him about it last weekend, I think, probably Sunday or Monday. And I was like, hey, do you want to go? And he was like, I don't know. So now it's Thursday and I still don't know. So basically, this is what I said. I was like, look, because it takes about 2 hours to get to where I'm going. And to be honest, I'll probably end up stopping at some kind of store. I'll probably get some kind of lunch on my way to the place so that I already have food. So I'll probably, so I'm out to what I said was this. I said, look, if I don't hear from you by 10 a.m., I'm leaving at 10 a.m. I'm going to be packed and ready to go at 10 a.m. And if I hear from you by 10, then I will wait for you until noon. And then I'm leaving at noon. So it's still not clear to me. I'm thinking no, but it's not clear. So right now, I'm thinking I'm going to be getting there between, anytime between noon and 2 is when I would be getting there. Yes, the nails, okay. These all popped off. These haven't. And I don't want to glue these back on because I'll be able to work way more efficiently sewing without the nails. So I'll probably end up taking all of these off. And I need to do my nails for Thanksgiving anyway. So I'll probably just not wear any nails for a couple of weeks and put some nails on before Thanksgiving is what I'm thinking. Anywho, so I don't know what to bring. Okay, like I know what tools to bring. Okay, I got that down. I know what, my machine and bobbins and rulers and rotary cutters and extra blades and, extra sewing needles because in case you're breaking, got all that. Mini iron, good with all of that stuff. Okay, good. And I'm bringing big girl over here. I'm bringing big girl, right? So since it's just a 2-hour ride, I'm bringing my, well, maybe I shouldn't. I think I'm gonna bring big girl. I'm bringing her. Um, because honestly, the Juki is smaller, but it's just as heavy. And I'm not bringing the little brother. I'm not bringing that. Um, I'm bringing big girl. So I'll have to find the feet though for my table. I'm hoping they're where I think they are. I know where the thing that goes on the free arm, I know where that piece is. But I'm hoping that the feet that goes with the table are there as well. If not, I'll just have to use it the way it comes without the table, which is fine. It's been a long time since I've used it in that way. It'll be an adjustment, but it'll be fine. And I know I need pins and scissors and this kind of stuff. Rotary mat, small rotary mat, small pressing surface. Okay. What I don't know what projects to bring. I'm struggling with that. I'm struggling with that. Like, I don't know if I should just bring a bunch of UFOs and try to get those out. I'm not quilting anything. I'm definitely not doing any kind of quilting. I'm not bringing batting. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And it's just the space that would take up. No. But what do I want to bring? Like, I don't know if I should bring like just a ton of small projects that I have that I got from all the Open Gate subscription boxes. Or if I should bring, my whips. I've got 2 projects up there from the retreat I did, the stripology retreat that I did earlier this year in January, February with Gudrun. I don't know if I should bring that. I don't know what to bring. And I can pretty much bring whatever I want because it can pretty much stay in my trunk. I'm really not worried about someone breaking into my car and stealing my UFOs. It's just not a concern of mine. So I can kind of load up the car with whatever I want, but I don't want to be excessive. I know I'm bringing, if you watch, I've been working on this. My favorite color is Moda quilt top. And I've gotten sections 1, 3, and 4. Or is it 1, 4, and 5? I don't know. The sections I was working on, I've gotten those together. This thing is looking great. Let's see if I can back up. Trying to get the whole thing in here. It's large, so it's hard. It's so big. Okay. So this quilt top is almost done. I love how it's coming out. It's coming out great. I hope you guys could see all of it. This thing is so big. I don't normally make quilts this large. I think I said that in my last video. I don't normally make quilts this big because they're just monsters, right? So what I know I'm bringing is the blocks that I have to finish. So I think I am going to finish the sections. I don't know if I'm going to bring this to sew them together or not. Maybe, because I know that's like a guaranteed finished quilt top in less than, and I can have that done on day one and still work on something else. Because I've done a lot of pre-sewing, right? So block 18 is done. Block 5 is literally all half square triangles. They're all sewn. So I just have to press them open, trim them, and then sew the block together. Same with that. Same with this. I've done some pre-sewing of the units. Same here. Pre-sewing of the units. Same here. And same here. This one has a ton. It's like 72 half square triangles. This one's like 20. This one's like 16 or something like that. Or this is a bunch. So I kind of like the idea that this is even something that I don't have to do this in the sewing area. This is actually something I can even work on when I'm in the room, when I'm in my room. Like I'm bringing my June Taylor press and cut, so I can press on one side and cut on the other. So I'm going to bring that. And so since I'm bringing that, when I'm in my room, because I'm going to have like a small, because that's kind of big. I think that's kind of obtruse. I think that's kind of large for a retreat. I don't know what our area is going to look like, but I think that seems kind of big. I know that they're going to have like designated pressing stations and designated cutting stations. But I really don't want to have to do any large cutting. So if I do start a new project, it's going to already be pre-cut. I already have one ready to go. And so I don't know. I don't know. I'm really torn if I just want to bring something new, completely new, or if I really want to be productive and knock out some of these whips, or if I just want to bring some small stuff, or if I just want to bring an assortment. But I really think on day one, what I'll probably do, no, I'll actually probably work on this on day 2. Because on day 1, I'll probably work on something else. And then at night, when I'm back in the room, I'll probably press and trim all of this. And then the next day, Saturday, which is going to be basically a full day of sewing. I think we have dinner at 6:30. So other than that, it's pretty much all day. And so we can use the sewing room anytime we want. So if we want to be up at the crack at 4 a.m., which is not me, or if we don't want to go to bed and we want to stay up all night, which is definitely me or could be me, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I really don't know what to bring. So for you guys that have gone to a retreat before, an in-person retreat, where you were driving your car, what did you guys bring? Like, what did you guys, because I don't know what to bring. I really don't know what to bring. I know I'm bringing that crochet project, that weekend crochet project, because I don't know why I always try to be so freaking ambitious, but I'm like, hey, you said I could do it in a weekend, so I'm going to try to see if I can do it in a weekend. I mean, I'm going to give it a shot, right? So I don't know. I'm definitely bringing that crochet project because it's so easy to bring. It's literally just in a box. It's in a box. Just put the box in the trunk. So easy. So definitely doing that. Definitely doing this. Definitely going to get the last 2 sections completed. Just haven't decided if I'm bringing the rest of it with me so that once these 2 sections are done, my whole quilt top will be done. I haven't decided. I think actually I'm probably deciding as I talk. I got to remember to bring so many rulers. I need my big block, like my 6.5-inch block lock. I need my 6x12. I'm trying not to bring the 24-inch ruler because it's just big. So I'm trying to just bring this because this block lock will do, of course, smaller blocks as well. This will do everything up to 6.5. Although I do prefer to use the 4.5 for smaller pieces. I think I'm just going to bring this one big one. And I'm going to bring the 6.5 by 12.5 ruler. And I'll probably bring the 12-inch square. It's what I'm going to bring. Those are probably the 4 rulers that I'm going to bring. Because I'm also going to bring my regular 6.5-inch ruler. Because I don't like, as much as I like to use the block lock for half square triangles, I still prefer my Creative Grids 6.5-inch square up ruler for small cutting. So yeah, that's what yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So I could just need some help. I need some suggestions. Last time when I went to the mountains, of course it was a little different. I brought basically a ton of small projects and basically never even brought my machine out. But also, I didn't have a designated space to sew. It was a very small 1-bedroom cabin, and I thought that there was a place to set up my machine, and there really wasn't. And so it just ended up not being very practical to sew there. But this is different. This is like retreat. This is where we sew. This is like what we do, right? So I don't know. I'm just a bit torn. Maybe I should just bring a mixture. I don't know. I guess I just don't want to be out there and be like, I don't feel like working on any of this. Like, I don't want to get out there and just be like, yeah, on second thought, I don't want to do this. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Help me out. Give me some suggestions. Let me know what you guys have done. I'd really appreciate it. I am leaving tomorrow, so I probably should have made this video earlier this morning. But I was trying to get all of my work done to make sure, because since I'm not working tomorrow, and also I wanted to get all of this pre-sewing done. And a lot of this got done, some of it yesterday, but a lot of it got done today after work and on my lunch break. And not this morning. I didn't do any sewing this morning. I did not want to get out of bed this morning. So anyway, yeah, that's as far as my week has gone, it's been uneventful. I don't have any stories to tell. Nothing has happened. Knock on wood. And this is real wood, so I knock on wood. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I think last Thursday, was it the water heater got replaced? Was that a week ago? Or something like that? But yeah, this week, nothing has happened. Nothing has gone wrong. Nothing is broken down. No children have snuck out of the house. Everybody's behaving. The only thing I did was last weekend, I got together with my family. We normally get together the second Saturday of every month, but in October, it's usually the last weekend of the month because we get together to celebrate my great-grandmother's birthday because she is no longer with us. And when she was with us, we used to get together and celebrate her birthday. It was always around Halloween. I always forget her exact birthday, but we always did it that last weekend in October. And it was always around Halloween. And when she was alive, we got together. And now that she's passed, it's just a tradition that we like to continue. So I did that. And, that was a good time. I always have a good time with my family. I think we got there about 4:30. It was a fish fry. We probably left about 8:30, something like that. So we were just there for a few hours. It was pretty chilly. So I was ready to go home. But it was nice seeing my family. And of course, a meal that someone else cooks is always the best meal. When you don't have to cook it and you don't have to clean up after it, to me, those are the best meals. I don't care what anyone says. I like my cooking, but I would much rather have a less tasty meal that someone else cooked and cleaned up. Anyway, that's it for me, and I will see you guys next video.